you want to go outside, little baby boo? He was yelling at me, weren't you, little boo? Yelling at Dad. He wanted a couple treats before he go outside, huh? Well, yes, I know the deck is nasty. I think maybe this summer I'll do a nice cleaning and staining of it. And what's unfortunate is it'll look amazing. And if you look at some older videos, it looks pretty good when it's all cleaned up and stained. But it only lasts about 1.5 to 2 years before you have to do it again. So what a lot of people do is they get composite deck. But this wood's still pretty good, huh, little boo? As is the baby bear. Oh yeah, look what Daddy brought with him. It's a twisted tea, black cherry. We have a lot of black cherry trees on the property, don't we, my friend? Many of which you can see immediately. There's the pines. Got some black cherries as well. Yes. It's going to be the first night Daddy's been back since the wedding. Look at that. We got a lonesome cloud and a little one over there, too. Pretty blue sky. Not a whole lot in the sky right now, huh, little boo? No, we can't see the stars right now. It's not dark enough yet. No. But kitty patootie bear, yes he is. Yes he is. You know, I was a little anxious about the wedding because I was involved in it as one of the groomsmen. But, oh, he's looking at his little boo. Oh, no, I'm going to get a little kitty germs on there. But as soon as I walked down the aisle, that all of a sudden went away, and it was an awesome experience. It was a really cool wedding. It's interesting, I guess, because usually I'm a guest of a wedding and not in a wedding. I was in one years ago in a different state. But this one was a little more, I don't want to say traditional, but it was a little more involved. And it was just phenomenal. It was really cool, too. As soon as I turned around and saw everyone, and there was maybe like 70 guests or so. So it wasn't huge. Oh, little boo. It wasn't that big. I would say it was just right. There was a couple that sat kind of on my right. I guess it would be in the left. And they had an infant. And she was 2 weeks old. I later talked to them and said, like, you know, how cute their baby was. And I talked to them for a little bit. But it was pretty cool. Nice group of people. Got to talk to some people I haven't talked to in, gosh, like 15 years. You know, which is a pretty common thing for weddings and things like that. You know, family gatherings. But overall, it was really cool. I had a good time. The only bad part had nothing to do with the wedding. It was just the part of the city I was in, the hotel. I thought I picked a good hotel because it was expensive. That was a mistake. I was in St. Paul, a part of St. Paul that was not good. I don't know much about that city. I'm sure there's good parts of it, but where we were at, it was a little uncomfortable. I saw some things that were pretty bad that were reminded me of what I've seen some videos, like somebody that was with us said it reminded her of, I think she said San Francisco or Seattle. I can't remember. But there are definitely some drug and mental health issues over there, as every major city, but stuff I hadn't seen before, and it was a little shocking. But, you know, you just carry on, huh, little boo, and hope the best for everybody. Daddy cracked the seal, little boo. Do you want to sniff? Oh, sniff, sniff. You're probably too young, huh, little boo? Mm-hmm. Yes. So the funny story, I think I alluded to it in the previous video. So my friend and his girlfriend and myself went out for breakfast. A nice place. We sat inside facing the sidewalk. And we were just pretty much a couple feet away from the sidewalk, but behind glass, of course, in the restaurant. And while my buddy was waiting for his food to come, he went outside to have a cigarette, and he rolls his own. And so the food came way faster than expected, so he couldn't finish the cigarette. I think he was like maybe a third of the way through. And he just threw it on the sidewalk, which, yeah, litter bug, I would not do that. But anyway, actually, I wouldn't even smoke to begin with. But all that aside, that's what he did. He came back inside, and probably 10 to 15 minutes later, a guy, he didn't look that, I don't want to say he didn't look homeless, but he really didn't look that, I don't know what the right word is, disturbing. But anyway, he just looked like a normal dude. He was walking, and he saw that cigarette, and I kid you not, he picked it up, he put it in his mouth, he lit it, and we were just watching this. We just thought it was the funniest thing ever. He lit it and he smoked it, and we thought he maybe thought it was marijuana or something, because it was he rolled his own cigarette, so it looked kind of like a joint, I suppose. But anyway, yeah, the guy smoked it. He smoked the whole thing. We watched him. It's like, why would you do that? I don't know. Maybe that's normal. You know, I don't smoke, so I guess I'm sure that everyone that I know that smokes doesn't do that. Pick up a stranger. What if we talked about that? What if it was laced with something horrible? Yeah, little boo. That was crazy. That was crazy, wasn't it? Yeah, you weren't there to see, but I told you about it now. Yes. Why don't you come over here? He's a little ornery because Daddy was gone. Yeah, we had a nice nap today, though. We napped for like 4 hours, didn't we, little boo? Sounds like somebody needs to take another nap, huh? Little cranky kitty? been spoiling him all day. Of course, little boo, huh? Of course. Yes. Oh, he's licking daddy. He's reminding me that he's really not that mad at me, huh? The airport was cool in Minneapolis. It was insane in the morning. It was just so busy. I never had to wait so long. Everyone had the same expression. Walking in, it's just like, holy cow. There was hundreds of people in line in both the TSA pre-check, which I'm not eligible for. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I just don't have that. It's like I'm not a criminal. So I was in the standard TSA line. There was pretty much, they were each, I think, 30 to 40 minutes, and it took almost an hour to get through the standard line that I was in. I will say the TSA there is nice, just like they are in Grand Rapids. And what else have I had good experiences? Oh, in Las Vegas, they were super cool. I've had issues in New York and Florida for some reason with TSA. They're just kind of mean. It's just a small sample size airport, so I'm sure there's probably nicer ones at different airports there. But anyway, that was pretty crazy. I was able to still make the flight. I had no problem. That's why they say get there 2 hours early for a reason, and that is exactly why. Because typically you can get away with getting there an hour ahead, but not that time. That would have been awful. Oh, little boo, it would have been terrible. Crazy. It was a crazy time, but it was fun. Yeah, the wedding was so cool. That was one of the nicest nights I really have had. It was just really neat seeing everyone there. It's a beautiful Minnesota skyline. Look at that beautiful Minnesota sky. I think I can't remember the actual city we were in. It wasn't Minneapolis. It was, gosh, like half an hour from Minneapolis, I think. But it was west of Minneapolis, but it was beautiful. I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but it was Minnetrista, Minnesota. How come so many places in Minnesota start with Min, little boo? Like Minnetonka and Minneapolis. And I'm sure many more. It's too late to go outside, little boo. If I let you out now, you'd be out too late. There's a little bonfire. Bonfire was funny. So it was me and my buddy and his girlfriend. You know how events are. You just kind of walk around, talk to different groups of people. Cinnabon, you washing your tuchus? All right, well, focus on the woods. But we were just kind of walking around, and we had heard that, oh, there's a bonfire going on. And we had seen the fire pit on the way to the area where they had the ceremony. And as we approached the bonfire, there was like 20 people around it, which we thought there maybe be half a dozen or so, like a small group. There was about 20 people. And I don't know if they weren't talking at all, or if they just didn't really know who we were. I'm assuming they all knew each other. I didn't know who anyone really there was. And they were silent. They didn't say anything. It was really kind of awkward. So we tried to break the ice, but they did not want to talk to us, and I have no idea why. But it was just kind of one of those funny situations. Maybe they're just, I don't know, just kind of honed in on the fire. Well, good little baby, huh? Oh, he's looking at my leg now. So that was kind of funny. It was one of those things where it's like, let's get out of here. It's kind of weird. Yes, it was very interesting. Oh, boo. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Usually I'm pretty good about engaging with people I've never talked to before, but these people were not having it. I don't know if they maybe had I think they were all related, so they might have had some sort of a family thing going on, maybe. Maybe they felt we were intruding, but we did not stay long. So if we didn't intrude, it wasn't a serious intrusion. Little baby boo. But other than that, everything was really cool. It went really well. It was neat seeing people I haven't seen in so long. And others that I've seen recently, of course. Little boo. What? What you doing? What you looking for? Looking for little birds? I think you took care of them all, little boo. There's none left. I know. Yeah. That's why you need to get a little hunting license so you know how many you can get. And not just go crazy out there. Yeah. Anywho, I've rambled quite enough, so I will talk to y'all later. We'll see you later, or you'll see us later, or Cinnabon rather, since I'm usually not on the video. But anyway, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Cinnabon, do you want to say bye-bye? How kind of you.